Farming is a tough job. There's no denying that. It's hot, labor-intensive, and you never know what the weather will hold. But starting out as a new farmer presents a whole different set of challenges. If there's one thing we've learned at Iowa Ingredient, it's that there's no shortage of young, ambitious, and tenacious farmers out there. People who believe in growing local, fresh food. Just outside of Strawberry Point in northeastern Iowa, you'll meet two farmers doing just that.
I remember them saying, you don't just do this, like on a whim. And we were kind of like, well, that's kind of what we're gonna do.
Yeah,
but
we did just do it. So this was all like based on what Jake remembered from his mom's garden, experimenting.
McGreal Family Farm is a young, we've been doing this about 2 years, farm operation.
This is always really grassy too.
We raise grass-fed Angus beef, produce vegetables, maple syrup. We raise some chickens and some pigs. We do a little bit of a lot of different things.
The idea was like, let's learn to grow our own food.
We've got those raised beds behind this water tank. Those are strawberries.
Because we had been pretty conscious about the food choices we were making when we didn't live on a farm.
Yeah, they're pretty.
And so we thought, let's practice making that happen ourselves and then see if we can sell it. But then it kept growing. It kept building into social media, into a website, into
Several
farmers markets, and
yeah.
So it's just grown from there.
Jake and Laura grow a wide variety of foods in their garden, from tomatoes and beans to sunflowers and cantaloupe.
Like the same kind of fruit as you would expect. And then this end, they're another variety. These are more of like what you'd see in the grocery store.
Cantaloupe is rarely bothered by pests and disease, so it's a good choice if you're starting out with your own garden. One of the biggest challenges to growing cantaloupe is space.
Well, I think we planted just maybe a week or two after the last frost.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had kind of an area set up with the cardboard and, had the grass mowed down nice and short. Eventually, the vines trail off so far into the weeds that takes up twice the amount of space that you were thinking it would initially.
But I would say that, yes, they take up a lot of space, but if someone were growing them just in a typical sized front or backyard, you could probably grow quite a bit. Yeah, it's super cool. It's cool, I think, when the garden produces something big and hardy like this.
Mm-hmm.
Melons need to ripen fully on the vine. They do not ripen well after they're harvested. There are many telltale signs that indicate when it's time to harvest. The fruit should slip easily from the vine, and the blossom end should feel soft to the touch. If the fruit is ripe, the netting on the surface should also noticeably stand out.
They turn from this kind of a green color to like a white or yellow cream color. And then ours also, once they started to get ripe, they'd start to develop some small cracks around the outside, like they're just bursting with juice. And then you can also just smell it. You walk over by the melon patch and you're like, oh, there must be one that's ripe around here, because you can just, it's a strong aroma and it kind of makes a cloud around the whole patch.
Cantaloupe really is a staple in gardens. As Jake and Laura show, the work you put into your garden reaps many rewards.
Like, it's been a lot of work, it's been difficult at times. Fruits of our labor.
Like, if small farms like this really want to make a comeback or compete with alternatives for food production, I think we need to work together.
But we've had a lot of support from family and friends and from our customers, the people that buy from us. We get a lot of positive feedback.
And then it has us tell our story, and then once we tell it, we remember how and why we got here.